I'm with Richard Hill. It finished 4-3. You must be absolutely delighted with your team's result today.
I think today it was more about getting back on track. I just said that to the lads there. There's a few disappointed lads in there because of conceding 3 goals. You know, there were 3 good goals to concede. You know, after the run with the FA Cup and the trophy, you know, I've documented this week that we've been knocked out of the FA Cup competition that we couldn't win. We lost in the FA Trophy. The team I picked, I had no choice but to pick that team. So really, it was only 1 league game we lost. It's just a little bit. Just brings everybody down a little bit because of results. But today was just more about getting a result. And if it'd been 6-5 or 7-6, it was more for me about getting a result rather than how pretty it was. I'll give Telford a bit of credit. They pushed us to the end. You know, the way they started the game, there was no way they could keep that tempo up for the whole of the game. And let's be honest, had they played like that with aimed ever enthusiasm for the whole of the season, they wouldn't be where they are in the league now. You know? So, you know, it's one of them things again. We played Lincoln City. We decided to change the manager just before they played us, and now we've got to go to Telford to change the manager just to try and get a lift. Because were results any worse before we sacked him? So they tried to just get them a lift by changing the manager, and it's actually worked. But I will say, credit to Telford by all means, but they should have played like that for the whole of the season, and they wouldn't be where they are now. They still haven't kept the manager in a job.
It was always going to be a tough game for your side. Obviously, there's been talk about your team having lack of confidence from defeats, and obviously you've had a few injuries, and also Telford, like you say, down the bottom of the table, they're obviously fighting for their lives. But for your team to come back twice from goals down, it must be absolutely brilliant to show that they've still got that character.
It's great, and we've known they've got the character. They just looked very nervy, didn't we? We looked very nervy, and then after an hour, we just started getting a bit of a foothold. And for 20 minutes, we were quite decent. You know? I made a couple of changes there just to try and bolster things up. But I actually said to Toddy on the bench, if they scored now, going to make the last 4 minutes interesting. You know, there's 1 or 2 things gone on there in the last few minutes as well, isn't there? I think there might have been fouls. There were fouls in the first 5 minutes that all of a sudden now they're not fouls. Fouls against Constable that weren't fouls the other end of the pitch. That makes you a little bit nervy. But, you know, give the lads credit, and Roscoe's pulled off a save at the end there. There was a lot of credit today because this is probably now in about the 6th game away from Nottingham now, is it? In succession. Give us a bit of credit because the lads today, like I said, didn't care how the result came. We just had to show something, and we had to show the supporters something. We had to show the supporters that have travelled up here, cold again, albeit a nice place to come, nice stand, nice surroundings. It's still a long way to come, it's a long way from home. Give them some credit as well for getting behind us and supporting the team.
A quick mention about James Constable. You mentioned a few weeks ago that he wasn't getting the luck that he kind of deserved, but today he got 2 goals and some brilliant goals. How did you rate his performance today?
I thought I've never wavered anything from what James Constable brings to the team. His work rate off the ball at times is too much. You know, he spends too much time at times, in my opinion, doing the ugly side of the game, that when we get near the goal he's actually calling a phrase and he's knackered, you know. But today I thought he's 2 clinical finishes there, you know, for me. Today he was looking like rather third, and another day he would have stuck another one.
And you're about to go into quite possibly the busiest period of the season. Do you think this win is going to give a big confidence boost to the team?
I think he's got to do. You know, I said to the lads before the game, we've got 5 games now in a short space of time. I've put on a target of 8 points. However, we come by that 8 points, and if we can do that, we'll still be in a healthy position in the league. I've not had a chance to look now where we are, but you know, it's tough. We've got 4 games. Fortunately, a bit of a respite. We managed to have 1 at home, but then we've got 2 tough ones away. So, you know, we need to make sure we're still in there battling. And if we can come and today's endeavour, enthusiasm, and the attitude that the players showed was back to what we were showing a few weeks ago. And for me, like I say, people say, "Oh, we've conceded 3 goals away from home. We've conceded 3 against Telford." We've also scored 4 goals away from home, and that's another first, by the way. Another first for this football club. 4 goals away from home in the highest league of ever been.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Richard.